I just wanted to get on here and encourage those who have had a Oligodendro glioma stage 3. That is what I had removed on June the 14th, 2021. Um, it just kind of came out of nowhere, as these things have a tendency to do. Um, I never had a seizure in my life until last year. So, yeah, the tumor was found and removed on that day last year. And I've been doing fantastic. Already went through the radiation treatment. It didn't really affect me at all. A little bit of sleepiness was really all I dealt with. I had mine was in the right temporal lobe of my brain, and you can see I've got a lot of hair coming back. Whenever I knew I was going to have to go through radiation, I just shaved my head. I was like, well, if I'm going to lose my hair, I might as well just get rid of it. I was like, might as well save myself the trouble of, you know, finding a bunch of hair in the shower and things of that sort. But went through the radiation, went through the going through chemo right now. I've been through 8 cycles, taking a medication called temozolomide, and really haven't had any issues on it. Similar to the radiation, just a little bit of sleepiness. Some days I just kind of get really tired, but other than that, no nausea, no sickness, and I'm really kind of charging through it. I'm in the gym, 4 or 5 days a week, just keeping myself active, keeping the blood pumping to the brain, which is what my neuro-oncologist told me I needed to do. Just stay as active as possible and moving around, and just staying active. So I try to do that as much as possible, and being in the gym has really helped me. It's kind of been a release as far as the mental aspect of it, just moving around and focusing on my weightlifting and getting on the treadmill and bike, and it's kind of a release. You kind of forget about everything else and you just focus on what you're doing. And so that aspect of it's been really good for me. And um, my second surgery, they went back in August the 16th of last year, 2021, and the surgeon just wanted to make sure. He's like, man, I just want to make sure that I've gotten as much of that malignant tissue as possible out, and they did. He said he got all of it, so that's great. That was a really great report, and all of my MRI scans have been excellent. He said months ago, your brain is completely healed. You have no swelling, anything like that. A little bit of scar tissue could be seen on some of the scans, and he's like, that's all it is. The tumor was of decent size, and you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that scar tissue, obviously. So, but I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. I was released to drive again. So I'm doing the temozolomide, the chemotherapy medication, the pills, and just what I want to say to anybody that has gone through this, or anybody that's going through it. You really do. It really does start with attitude, and I know it's hard. Trust me. Waking up every day and just knowing, where we're at as individuals is just it's tough. And I think the emotional side of it didn't hit. I know it didn't hit me right away. It took like a couple of weeks after being diagnosed, with cancer. It just took me a little bit before it really sunk in, and I had to release it. Typical guy, got to be tough, and I have been tough through the whole thing. Trust me. But had a couple of days where I had to get alone and emotionally let out some tears and things of that sort. And like I said, I never had a seizure in my life, and just out of nowhere one day I had one, and come to find out on the home security camera, I was having them that entire week and didn't know it. And a Saturday came, and my little girl found me in my walk-in closet in the bedroom, and ran and grabbed her mom and said, "Mom, Dad fell down and there's blood." I had bit my tongue up really bad, and so my little girl, she's 4 now, she'll be 5 in November, and she was definitely my angel that night. And she wanted me to play dolls with her, and she was in the bedroom at the time, and I went into the closet. I have no clue what I was doing in the closet, but I fell and went and grabbed Mom, and Mom called 911. They came and got me out of the house and rushed me to Houston, and they ran a bunch of tests and found out what it was. And so yeah, I ended up having to go to the second best rehab hospital in the country. Luckily it's in Houston, about 90 miles from me. And I was just, that second surgery, guys, was really rough. When the surgery began, I began to bleed on the opposite side of the brain, and they never could figure out why that was happening. They just couldn't put a finger on what was causing that. And surgeon, I had different members of the medical staff tell me, it's like the more we messed with your brain, the more it just did not like us fooling around with it. It just one of those things. God didn't design the brain. That's what the skull is. It's a covering. It's a protection. God didn't design it to be messed around with, but definitely gave people the skill to go in and tend to certain things within the brain, and just amazing to get through it. And then at the end of this second surgery, I had over 30 separate seizures. Just began to hemorrhage really, really bad at the end of the surgery. And as soon as they buttoned me up and finished the surgery, within a couple of hours I was up talking, walking, talking. I was just not gonna go down, and just, that's been my attitude from ever since I got to the rehab facility. I was out of there within a week and a half. I was just bound and determined, I'm getting out of this joint. And I did everything that they asked me to do. I could do it, which was just amazing. And so when you're at home and you go to put on a t-shirt, how are you going to do that? I had to prove to them that I could dress myself. Well, if you had to write your name, how would you do it? I'm like, are you serious? So I had to prove to them that I could write my name, and they just wanted to see where I was at exactly. And I was able to pass every test that they had. So just really fortunate, so blessed, just so blessed. I just want to encourage you guys. You can get past this thing. You might say, well, this and that and the statistics. I don't listen to statistics. I'm not a statistic. I'm not. I'm somebody that has faith in a greater power. And yes, doctors, they're good. They've been handling this kind of thing for years, but they can't do what God can do, and that's just where my faith lies. And I know that I wouldn't be here right now if it were not for God. within a year already back to driving. I mean, it just some amazing things, and yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Gonna go get a haircut tomorrow. Actually, my hair is kind of thin, but hey, it's coming back, even on chemo, which is pretty amazing. So, guys, just be encouraged and know that the only thing that keeps you a statistic is if you want to live that way. I choose not to live that way. You know, my life, I have a 4-year-old daughter. My life is worth fighting for, and your life is worth fighting for. If you want to be up, choose to be up, and choose not to go down, and choose to have the right attitude about this thing. And it's a choice. It really is. Attitude is a choice. You can be mad at somebody for something that they say to you, or you can just, hey, what you said to me really hurt me, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it, because if I do that, I'm just going to get madder and be even more upset. Sometimes you just got to let things go. You got to live your life. And if somebody has an attitude, hey, that's got nothing to do with you. Just let it go and move on with your life. And some people we don't need in our lives. Some people we just gotta, let them exit our lives and hold close to people that do really care. And there's a lot of people out there that look at what we have, and it's like, well, there's a lot of people that have cancer in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do, and it's a horrible disease, and in my opinion, a cure for cancer has existed for years. I truly believe that, and money talks. Money talks, and the FDA loves money, and they love drawing in money, and they want people to be reliant on these other medications. And why? To make the money. That's exactly right, in my opinion, and we all have different opinions. And these medications do work a lot of times, and they would rather somebody get through it slowly than somebody get over it quickly. And it's about the money. It's all a system, and a system to draw in money. And it's sad where our country is and where our world is, but it's all one big machine, money making machine, and we're all part of that. And it's sad, but that's my opinion. You may not agree, and that's fine, but I just want to encourage you guys, stay positive. Before your feet hit the floor every day, just choose. No matter what today brings, I am going to get through it. I'm not going to let myself get down and get depressed and be in that state of mind all day. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do what I need to do, and dadgummit, I'm going to find something that I like to do, and I'm going to do it today. Gotta continue enjoying the things that you enjoy, because hey, we're still here for a reason. You guys take it easy. Continue the fight. Continue moving forward. You guys take it easy. Bye.